Good morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Well, the Fed announced yesterday that they were not going to raise rates, but inflation is upon us. I think we'll learn how to live with it, and it'll be a long stretch of trickiness, market trickiness. I'm not pessimistic, just the market will be tricky. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. Everyone must prepare in the morning for their trading day, make their little plan. That's why I call this the Stock Planner channel. So part of my due diligence is always to check FinBiz, and we see that yesterday things were waiting for the Fed. I think it was around 2 o'clock, and then the knife dropped. A violent reaction, overreaction, and then it came back. A lot of people play this fade. You can always expect that, but might look like a continuation of that downward spiral. All three indices ended in the red. Apple, green, all the rest of it, and Amazon. I did it after 2:30. I invested in 2 banking stocks. I'll tell you about them in a minute. And this morning I'm looking at JP Morgan. That tells a story there. Financials and energy usually do best in a recession, inflation type situation. Energy was down. Just looking at JPM at the moment here. Look at the nice pattern. Zigzag is about to reverse. The Stochastic Rsi says it's going to pop up. RSI says it should go up. Zigzag is knowing what it's doing, but another green bar today, and now the zigzag will probably reverse. A red bar, it'll continue on down. This is the decision day for JP Morgan, but that's not what I wanted to show you. I'm here to tell you about what this morning is for the Big Four. Red. These are daily candles on the Nasdaq, but it seems to be coming around the mountain. All these are slightly in green this morning. Do you believe it? I can't tell you anything. Now we know that the Fed rattled the market around 2:30 yesterday. There's this concern about the continuing internet outages. The airline Southwest was maybe attacked. Biden is blaming the Russians. Maybe that's so. Maybe it's internal. The unemployment numbers today. This raising interest rates is predicted for 2023. So it's down. It's a whiles down. At the time this article was written, the stocks were lower. The futures were, but things have changed around. I can't tell you what kind of day today is. If stocks go up, it wouldn't surprise me. And if they go down, as they should, that wouldn't surprise me either. 8:30 for that unemployment data. This video is being made at 7 o'clock. Yes, I think cybersecurity. I have several stocks on my watch list with security, privacy, and censorship issues. I think these are going to be concerns for the next decade. Definitely, people are going to be using the internet more. We got 5G coming online. That's a very, very integral part of where you can target the Internet of Things. Everything will be connected to 5G and the Internet. Your refrigerator will. The dollar is going up based on what the Fed did yesterday. These are all conditions you have to learn to live with. It's going to be a 2-year stretch of inflation and trickiness. That's okay. We'll learn how to deal with it. I have a free Discord chat. It's a place to get some information, exchange information, ask some questions. It's not a place to hang out all day and get free signals, although I do place my singles out there on a regular basis, and I'm trying to hook it up to my spreadsheet as well, and have that updated a couple times a day. But since we're swing traders, it's not important to have minute-by-minute signals. You can get signals, and some of these are good for a couple days. You can take your time, relax. This is the watch list. These are my RSI, the MACD, and the stochastics. According to my zigzag, which is a little different than the one in TradingView, but pretty close. These have switched. These symbols have switched. And these are the symbols that have been above or below the 50 MA, which are, if they're below the MA, that's a sign that they might be on a downward trend. Above might be a time to buy. Anyway, do your own due diligence, but I'm just going to go through a couple of these here this morning. JP Morgan And I showed you that I thought that was going to be a buy. I think all the banks are going to be a buy. Here's another banking stock. List to start from. You should have your own list too, based on your own strategy and your own indicators. That's what you're working for. Coming up with your own trade list each morning. Check them out. Get ready for the trading day. You should have your own strategy and your own system. I'm showing you mine. And a lot of people use the same indicators that I use. The MACD, which is mine is zero lag, which is a little quicker, but no better one or the other. It doesn't matter. Just get used to it. The stochastic RSI or the stochastic, but the stochastic is a little different than this. This is stochastic RSI, and this is RSI set at 4, a little quicker. And most people set them at 14. I like 9 and used 9 until maybe 2 or 3 months ago. This is ANTM Health Services, downward trend. The MACD is well below the zero line. It's showing a dot here, but my stochastic RSI is saying, hey, this is oversold, and it should come back around. Now, it looks like it's a level line here, but maybe I don't know when it's coming back around. And the RSI is pointing down below this 30, but it's definitely in this oversold position. And when it's in an oversold position, that's when I like to act. I also like to act when the zigzag does not know what it's doing. In this case, it does know what it's doing, but this is one you ought to keep an eye out. And then, or I'm thinking I'm going in today. Might be early. Anyway, that's on my list. Honeywell, another one on the list. Look at this nice pattern. The job of a swing trader is to catch this and this and this, and you can't use the zigzag to do that because the zigzag looks to the future. Right now, the zigzag knows, the minor zigzag knows that it's a downward trend. It hasn't printed a solid blue line yet, but it should. I'm not sure why. That looks pretty downward to me. Some people will see support here somewhere. So maybe support here, but stochastic RSI below its 20. Will it come back around and go up? RSI below its 30. Will it come back around and go up? This is a peak here. The stochastic RSI would have predicted that down, and so would the RSI. The MACD, which I like when I do a reversal play, which is just what this is, trying to pick the bottom. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to pick the transitions, and you're trying to use indicators to do that, and you're using the zigzag as a visual. These two indicators are showing that it might go up. So yes, Honeywell should reverse. Let's try the 3M company. Now, it just all depends on if it's going to be a down day today. By the way, I just want to tell you, I like what I'm doing. I'm very relaxed today, very calm. It's a good place to be when you're trading, not stressed out. And I'm confident that I know enough. I know where my weaknesses are. It's reading the balance sheets, and I'm looking at ways of fixing that. Well, then the way you fix it is learn how to do it. Anyway, this is will it come around and go above its 30 soon? Oversold, will it come around and come above its 20 soon? MAC is below the zero, which I like that. It's steep below. Will that switch around soon? The zigzag definitely knows what it's doing here. It's not undecided. We usually like to take action when the zigzag doesn't know, but I'm early. This is early play. In the past, we had a signal here, and that would have been a good one. Let's see if this one would be a good one too. That's not so good. That would have been good. This is a long one, and you could have got money on that one. This is a long one. Oh, that would have been really good. And this is a short one, and that would have been a good one too. So the RSI and stochastic looking good on predicting this situation. This is a big company, has staying power in a recession. Let's see what else we got here that we're interested in. Let's look at MO, Altera, and Walmart. I think it's very important to know what you're selling and buying. Zigzag knows what it's doing. It's not a problem here. There's no telling how long it's going to stay below the 20 for the stochastic RSI, or how long it's going to stay below the 30 for the RSI. MACD is pointing down. There's no doc coming anytime soon. When this happened in the past, you had a nice reversal. Will it happen again? Well, I'm betting it will. My sheet says it will. It says RSI buy it. Again, these are not signals. These are just take a look. We're going to look at Walmart here and Capital One. Whoa, look at that long candle. Some people will see support here. Maybe buy this at 137. Coming around. I don't know. That's not saying anything, and this is not saying anything. RSI is saying it's oversold. Buy it. What do you say? This is Capital One Finance. Nice long trend, pull back, and then a reversal. MACD says go up. Stochastic Rsi says go up, and the RSI is pointing up. All good signs. Yesterday, after the Fed announcement, I believe I bought Capital One. Let's take a look. Yes, Capital One, a small position, only 5 shares, at 161.75. I shorted ADI, and I shorted AMT, American Tower, and bought these 2 banking stocks, all after 2 o'clock, 2:30. Let's see how they turn out. And lastly, I'd like to briefly state that I'm looking at a website called Simply Wall Street. It's about $10 a month to get 30 companies in their analysis. And it's very graphical. And this is a snowflake analysis, and it shows you various different aspects of the company. And the object is to get the snowflake to be covering this whole area here. And this is a healthy company, JP Morgan. I was looking at JP Morgan. And I'm not going to go through this thing, but I just want to show you that it's very graphical. It's saying that JP Morgan is undervalued compared to other its share prices, but also it also compares it with other companies. JP Morgan is below the fair, but not by a lot. And reading the balance sheets and doing the fundamental analysis is my weak point. I'm a computer programmer and analyst, and everything needs to be on the surface for me, and it's hard for me to interpret the balance sheets. I could not do what Warren Buffett does, sit down and gauge the health of a company based on its balance sheet. But I'm getting better, and I thought maybe this tool would help me do that. It has lots of graphical representation, price to book. It gives an interpretation. Now, I believe it's probably AI driven. It's probably not a lot of extra analysts sitting eyeing this. Here's the next steps. It shows other banks, and you're looking for a bank with a snowflake to be full like that. Or if you're looking for growth or other factors, you kind of look for stocks that favor that kind of situation. Anyway, you can easily get down the list of banks and look at banks that might have potential. These are, I think it's dividend rates here. That's good. Never heard of it though. China Construction, never heard of it. Anyway, it's a tool that I'm looking at. $10 a month, 30 stocks. That's more than enough that I need. And I'm doing a lot of stock analysis and posting it. So I'll let you know how it comes out, whether I take a subscription. It has a free plan of 5 stocks a month. You can use that forever. I think it's worth looking at for small investors. You can get a lot of this information from FinViz and others, and your broker. But there's if you want to simplify it, then there's going to be these cases, and I think that in my situation, it'll be about 30 cases a month or less, where I want to go ahead and simplify all the noise. I think this site has a potential for doing that. As anybody else has experience with Simply Wall Street, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear your feedback. Anyway, don't take yourself too seriously. Don't get a big head. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. It would help me out. I've got 315 subscribers. I am very, very happy, but I want a couple more. And don't forget to check out my Discord chat. Don't forget to check out a few of these. Catch you on the flip. Happy trading today.